a treat, truly.
That's a great way to describe it. Truly a treat. Just so honored and fortunate to get to call this game and to just be here to witness this. Look at this gym. It is not even started yet, and the student section is already packed, and we only expect it to get more full.
Oh, for sure.
This is a Trinity team that has started 3-0 on the year, defeating Edgewood, defeating number 6 Barry, and defeating number 24 Transylvania. On the other end, Wisconsin Eau-Claire, they have also started with 2 ranked wins. They defeated number 6 Barry in 5 sets, and they defeated Transylvania in 3. And so the Barry Vikings took them all the way to the edge. They were just 1 point away from losing, but they have kept their streak alive, and they raised the banner on November 20th of 2021. But the Tigers will try to take it from them at the end of the year and try to take one from them here.
Absolutely.
Charlie Nelson will get things underway, and here we go. Great start for the Tigers. Mackenzie Logan following up what was a tremendous outing. She led the team in kills earlier today with 12 of them. Junior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, now with the serve. It's a great one, and it's gonna fall. What a start already for Mackenzie Logan.
Trinity did come out hot. I mean, how can they not? Looks like they got Eau-Claire a little bit on their heels in the first 2 points. We'll see what they do with this serve receive.
Bailey Lee gets to that one. Nelson out to Barrett.
Line shot, great up by Nadia. Controlled swing out of the back row by Logan. Another line shot. They're really trying to take the setter out here and make us out of system.
Julie Jenkins calling that tip. Kern gets it there. Watley still alive.
Line. Oh, that was a good rally.
Great rally to start things off. And boy, we are in for quite a match. Early substitution, Sarah Kuchik and Avery Pennekamp coming in for the Blue Golds. A senior and a freshman. And Kuchik back to serve. The senior from Naperville, Illinois. She goes to Logan. Amarino.
Pushing it all the way out.
Blocked, but still on Trinity's side.
Great cover by Logan, staying low. Oh, there we go. Stroke of luck there. That was a good idea on her part. She knew we were down there to cover, and she said, I'm going to shoot it to the back corner.
Kern deep serve to Pennekamp. Barrett rejected. Pennekamp rejected as well. Sarah Williamy.
Well, this is already kind of looking like our 2:30 game against Transylvania. Strong block for Trinity in the first few points.
We've got the 2 leading blocking teams from a year ago. Trinity number 1, Eau-Claire number 2, so we can expect a lot of that. That's going to be out. Pennekamp cannot control that swing, and it's 5-1 Tigers. Nadia Kern jump serve. It's a tough one. Tight pass coming. Logan gets it. Nearly kept alive by Amarino. Great hustle there by number 6. Sheridan Detman behind the service line now. She has been fantastic this weekend.
Short
Kern,
serve.
Amarino, Watley, not quite in. So the Blue Golds with a couple of points in a row. Detman, Kern can't get it. Nearly right at us. Not where they want it, though. They want it on the court.
That's right. You know, honestly, that's the first true serve-receive error that I've seen of the Tigers today.
Something y'all worked on tremendously, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. There's no game without passing and serving. And a nail by Logan. Great swing off the block.
That's a Reagan Watley kill.
And this is good. When I'm noticing it's going to be 100% a hustle game because that ball off the block, that coach was screaming till it hit the floor to go get it. So we have two scrappy teams, and that is probably my favorite game to watch. So we're, like I said, in for a treat.
Trinity Herrera in, as well as Sarah Flynn. They come in for Amarino and Williamy. Herrera gets the serve down, but the Blue Golds get the point. Selena Lewandowski out of the middle. Lewandowski, the Division I transfer from St. Thomas in Minnesota, making an immediate impact for the Blue Golds. She had 7 kills earlier today on just 15 swings. Here comes Kelly Page with the serve. It's a low one. Kern gets it with the pass over, and Pennekamp takes care of the rest.
That was a smart serve by Eau-Claire because we do have Flynn coming across the court, running across the court to come hit on the right side, and they popped one right where there was a lot of traffic. So that's exactly what that short serve was for.
Battle at the net will be won by Eau-Claire as Trinity called in the net. So the Blue Gold take their first lead of the evening. Coach Jenkins talking to Nadia Kern after that last point. We'll see what Kelly Page has up now. There goes Kern.
Well tight.
Herrera.
She gets it out of the net. That was a
Watley
great.
booms it home deep into the stands.
That
Hello,
was a great
Reagan
swing.
Watley.
And you got to commend Trinity for getting that. That pass was slightly tight, and she was able to get out and have a perfect set for Watley, and Watley finished it right there. Back row attack and a roll shot. We saw a lot of that in the Transylvania game too.
And that was Ariana Barrett, a fifth-year senior who is pursuing her master's in speech pathology after graduating with her bachelor's in the spring. So she is one of the players that led this team to their championship. Logan off the block, kept alive. There goes Logan again with the dig. Herrera, Flynn, down.
Great swing, Flynn. That was a great reverse by Trinity, too. There was a lot of chaos on the left side of the court. Max swung, then she had a quick dig. Trinity had to charge and reversed it, and that's very difficult to defend.
Lewandowski meets the block, and Trinity meets a point. Back on top are the Tigers.
Brett Thornton to serve.
Thornton, a senior from Rockwall, Texas.
She'll serve and come up to play left back.
Tip, dug by Herrera. Here comes Flynn again. She goes off speed, and she gets support.
Great choice. That block was up, and she was like, she got a kill, and then she comes back with a tip.
Sarah Flynn had 7 kills in the first set earlier today. She started on fire, and so far, much of the same. 2 kills on 2 swings. Low serve. It's not going to be a point for the Blue Golds. It's an ace for the Tigers. Brett Thornton. Great delivery. Barrett couldn't get down low enough, and the Tigers up 3. This one's going to be at the net. Maddie Fate giving it a shot, and it's going to be a point for the Tigers.
Pass was a little tight. Fortunately, their setter is live, so she was ready to dump it. She can do that when she's live.
Time out, Kim Woody and the Blue Golds. Trinity up 12-8, and Avery, have we caught our breath yet?
No.
I don't know
Definitely
that we
not.
will.
Look at this hitting percentage for the Tigers.
It's amazing how they start off. And usually, I mean, it's not going to stay that astronomically high, but it stays up there.
Yeah,
Trinity
it does.
leading the nation in hitting percentage a year ago. You've heard us say it if you've tuned into this tournament, but it's worth repeating over and over. They led the country in attack percentage, and I'm lucky to be joined by someone who was a big part of that, Avery. So thank you for being here, and thank you for all you did for Trinity Volleyball over the years.
Yeah, it's a blast. And, you know, it's great to come back and see some of my former players and how they've just come into their own, and they are absolutely killing it. They're off to a hot start so far.
Yeah, you were part of that magical run to the quarterfinals a year ago. 34-3 record, a sweep right through the conference and all the way to the quarterfinals. You are one of just 5 Tigers all time with 1,500 kills and digs. So when we say royalty in Trinity Volleyball, we mean it.
Oh, man.
So she knows what she's talking about, and we're both equally as excited to now be watching
Yes, we
volleyball.
are. This is a great game. I've been looking for it ever since I got the text and asked if I wanted to come do this. I've been looking forward to it every second.
We're glad you said yes, and Tiger fans getting riled up here out of the timeout. Coach Woody trying to stem the early advantage. Thornton back to serve again. Flynn gets a touch, but can't keep it going. Point for Wisconsin. Lewandowski gets the serve. Little traffic there, Kern and Flynn, and it'll result in an ace.
Matt coming around to take part in serve receive.
There goes Kern.
Short serve.
Down ball, Watley, Leak, Nelson, and the tip is good for Hannah Flopmeyer. So the timeout working so far for Coach Woody. 3 points out of it, and they've cut the lead to 1 for Trinity. Had to backtrack there a little bit. Great block, Maddie Fate, and Fate gets it down.
All the way in the backcourt.
Combo of Fate and Flynn.
It's a scary one.
And it's been a good combo today. Maddie Fate has had herself quite the Trinity National Invitational, making her presence felt there along the middle. Slide attempt, and Flopmeyer meets the Trinity block.
2 back-to-back monster blocks. That's a way to respond to this serving run that Eau-Claire just had.
And Logan had that one all on her own. Fate was on her way to help her, but that was the junior getting it done. 14-11 Tigers. Great serve. It's an ace for Amarino. Lead back up to 4. Amarino, a senior as well, Calabasas, California. Integral part of this Tiger offense. And there's another block. Maddie Fate.
No way. Tigers have a wall.
She got up there.
An absolute wall.
4-0 run. Can't quite get it over that time, but a great run behind the service line for Amarino. An ace included and gets 4 points. That's going to be out on the serve.
We'll take it.
In comes Jenna Rodriguez, the first year from right here in San Antonio one of 3 first-years that has really gotten an opportunity in this opening tournament, and she has impressed with her defensive play. Her serve over. Nelson serves the outside.
Off
Barrett
the top.
gets a touch on the block and gets the kill. Avery Pennekamp back in, as is Sarah Kuchik. This blue gold team lost 7 seniors a year ago. They have 6 freshmen, 2 new transfers, so it's a new team, but same talent, and Amarino nearly gets the dump. Ball kept alive. Here comes the down ball, Rodriguez.
Great control on that down ball.
Amarino, great dig. Kern. Watley gets a touch and gets a kill.
Yeah.
And we get to see on full display something Amelia Roden told us yesterday. What Nadia does so well is set as well as a libero, not something that every libero can do well, and we saw it there.
Well, you know, Julie Jenkins has our liberos. Like, you have to practice every scenario, and the fact of the matter is, if you're swinging, you want to swing at the setter, make them play the ball, make the libero, it's not their specialty. They don't set balls, so you know, 9 times out of 10, that's not something that teams are practicing. So you want to make them do that, but that is actually one of our strengths. So come on with it. And Marissa is great on defense as well. So go for it. Running the middle.
Great dig, Rodriguez. Amarino, Willie, blocked by Pennekamp.
Something I would really love to see is Trinity establishing their middles a little bit more. That will make it a little bit more difficult to, you know, dictate where our pins are going to be able to swing.
Of the 8 kills that Trinity has landed, only 1 of them have come from the middle. And right here, tough pass attempt for Rodriguez, gets away from her, and it'll be an ace for Sheridan Detman.
We need a strong side out right here for the Tigers. This has been quite the exchange of serving runs in this game, just back and forth.
Rodriguez, good pass. Thornton.
Stepping in to help set. And an assist for Thornton.
That's what you said, right? You wanted the middles to get into the assist game.
Yeah.
Just what we want. I mean, Trinity has all sorts of options, and there's one. Thornton with the assist. Put it on the box score.
Yep.
Herrera and Flynn back in. Deep breath, Herrera before every serve and before every ace.
Serve was sick. That was mean.
Trinity the first to 20 points. They have a 5-point advantage over the champions. Can they close it out? Would be huge to get this momentum boost. Great serve again.
That's good hustle right there. And a
Rodriguez.
solid swing. Scrappy play. Trinity getting back to base.
That's out. No touch at the net.
Got a little excited there. Me too.
What a crowd we have here at CalGuard Gym. They are going wild with every opportunity, every point that goes the Tigers' way. We were supposed to have a football game and a men's soccer game on campus at the same time, but it is raining, there is lightning. Don't know the status of both of those at the moment since it started, but both of them were in a delay, and so we have plenty of people in here, and it's lovely to see. Got representatives from all sorts of teams too. See some baseball folks, women's basketball, soccer team in here as well. Great to see the support for the student athletes. A big time game here on Saturday. And a big time swing for Brett Thornton. Time out, Eau-Claire.
Need to stop the bleeding a little bit here.
We'll take our first timeout along with them, but you already know you don't want to go anywhere. Second timeout of the set called by Wisconsin Eau-Claire. They don't want to let this slip away from them. Trinity, though, trying to get the massive advantage starting early. And Trinity Herrera, who has gone on several serving runs today, looking for another. It's a 4-0 run already. And just a fantastic serve. Free ball coming.
Great push outside.
Detman.
Out of system swing. It's a tough swing, but she did well with it.
Thornton again, bringing the thunder from the middle.
I'm loving, I mean, the middles have to be established in a game. You want to be firing from all cylinders. You want to keep the other team guessing where it's going to go next, and you do it with your middles.
And Brett Thornton had a phenomenal preseason in those scrimmages, and she is showing up for this one.
Reverse.
Met with resistance. Kern gets to the corner.
And an out-of-system swing for Watley. She does good things with it, keeps it in play.
Great touch.
Those were some hands.
And a kill for Sarah Flynn.
Assist for Jenna. That set was beautiful. If I didn't know her or the game of volleyball, I think that was what she was supposed to be doing.
6-0 run for the Tigers, and they are looking to close out set one. Out! Trinity gets set number one.
And that was they took that set pretty handily.
Listen to this crowd. They are on fire, this Trinity team, feeding off of it, beating Eau-Claire by 10 in set one. I don't think any of us saw that one coming.
Definitely not. But I am not taking them out of it. These next two sets they're going to play them close because this is a team that knows how to win. They know adversity. I mean, that's the only way you get to winning a national championship. So I'm expecting things not to go down so easily in these next two sets, but I definitely think the Tigers can handle it.
We will absolutely have to see. You are right about this team dealing with a lot of adversity. The Blue Golds from Eau-Claire were down 2-1 in the national semifinal a year ago to Juniata, and they pulled it back out, won in 5 sets, and then ultimately were able to sweep in the title. They swept Calvin, which I'm sure you were pretty pleased about.
I was.
Calvin, of course, being the team that defeated Trinity in the quarterfinals, but these are two teams that won't go quietly, and we've seen it this weekend. Eau-Claire lost the first set to Barry, and they came back to win in 5 sets. So what do you think the message is in the huddle about keeping the pedal on the metal?
I mean, just being cool and collected, taking care of business. That's been Coach's philosophy. Like, as I've told you at the 2:30 game, that is the name of the game for Coach. Serving, passing, poise. That's how it goes for Trinity.
They had poise offensively for sure in the first set. Look at the hitting percentage, Avery. 400 for the Tigers. Meanwhile, for the Blue Golds, triple zeros, 8 kills, 8 airs. Not what you want to see offensively at all. And
at
just to
all.
go along with it, 4 service aces for the Tigers.
That's phenomenal to see. I am pumped about these next 2 sets. Low error count for the Tigers as well. That certainly doesn't hurt things.
And coming off of that championship, the Blue Golds came into the season ranked number 1 by the AVCA, and Trinity ranked number 5. So this is a top 5 matchup that we have on our hands. And it's only the first weekend of the season.
I know. This is a monster tournament.
Coach Julie Jenkins reiterating to us that, you know, sometimes they have a little hesitation. Do we really want to play teams like this early on? Do we want to get our feet underneath us? But the answer is no. They want to beat the best, and they want to face the best, know what level they have to get to, what they have to see eventually in November.
Yeah. Coach Jenkins has always been, she's notorious for planning the most difficult preseason schedule. And it pays off, like, for sure. It pays off in conference, especially in postseason. I mean, this is the only preparation that truly sets you up for big-time games.
Based on the initial rankings, the Tigers play 10 teams ranked in the top 22, and 6 of those are in the top 10. It is no joke, the schedule that Julie Jenkins has put together, and so far, so good. We are just about set now for set number 2. We've got cheerleaders in the stands. We've got football fans in the stands. That game has still not started. And I got to say, a little selfishly, wouldn't mind if everybody ends up coming in here in CalGuard.
I don't want to say my fingers have been crossed, but they've been crossed.
This team deserves support, and they are getting it right now.
Absolutely.
Amarino back to serve to start things off. Great start on the serve. It'll be a free ball. Willie, Amarino, Maddie Fate out. But a touch at the net.
Wow. Madeline Fate coming in hot for the first swing of the second set.
The second set has been her friend. This weekend, it's when she seems to turn it on. What a play there. Charlie Nelson, what looked to be a broken play on the serve receive, somehow tips it over for the point.
Got it past Maddie Fate.
Not an easy thing to do, and not a surprise. Charlie Nelson, the setter, led the entire nation in assists a year ago, over 1,400. So she knows what she's doing. Amarino does too, and so does Fate.
Wow.
Watch out in the student section. There's a ball coming, and it has fire from Fate.
Good night. She absolutely ripped that ball.
Serve Logan. Hauser has some trouble with it. Can Witzer salvage it? It's dug by Amarino. Kern, Watley.
Great cut.
Witzel again, and she can't get it over.
Going for that sharp shot, though. We haven't seen much of that today.
Ooh, tough touch there. Hauser sends Detman chasing it. Free ball coming. Kern, Amarino, Watley. There's a touch. Looked like it initially, but they're going to say out and no touch.
It looked like he was calling a touch for a second.
Tough chance. Nice save.
Back set and mixing in a tip. A little taste of the Tigers' medicine.
Nice decision mid-air there for Barrett. Logan, better pass here. Fate tries a tip of her own.
This is perfect. And you know, Maddie didn't come alive in the first set, so this was not on the Blue Gold's radar at all. They're going to have to find a remedy for Maddie Fate.
Well, it's so similar to what we saw against Transylvania. Sarah Flynn could do no wrong. She got 7 kills as Lewandowski here gets the point for the Blue Golds. But Sarah Flynn had 7 kills in the first set. We said there's no stopping her on the right side, but the Pioneers adjusted. But then the Tigers responded.
They did a really good job at making adjustments on Flynn. But, I mean, our outsides came alive. There was no skin off our back. That just is a testament to the depth on this Tiger team.
Outside swing, Pennekamp, dig by Kern. Watley.
Wow, that was a great line shot. Take the setter out.
Kern digs Pennekamp, Amarino, Willie, right back to her. Brett, nice job getting it over. Tough shot.
Cut shot.
Very close and looked like a last-second decision for Barrett, and it worked out.
You know, and they have been mixing in tips there, so I'm not surprised that Willie came in to cover that tip and left the sharp cross exposed a little bit.
Service
Great
error.
call, Nadia.
We see that so often. Look at how she follows the ball all the way down. Saw her in warm-ups today, right now before the game. No one was watching her, and I could see her say, oh, that one was out on a serve in practice, and you can just tell how she works on it.
It's like she's done it a few times, huh?
Just a little bit.
Running the middle here for Eau-Claire.
Flynn, great swing. Barrett gets the dig, though. Free ball on the way.
Establishing our middle some more with Brett.
Great touch, Thornton, Flynn.
And it goes to Watley. Great shot down the line off the top of the block. Smart decision there. I mean, she had a solid block. That was the right decision, going right off the top. Great pass. Great set. Great swing from their middle.
That's Hannah Flottmeyer, the senior from Madison, Wisconsin. We've seen her be pretty efficient with her work. And it's 6-all here in set number 2 after a Trinity victory, 25-15 in set 1. Thornton tries the tip, nearly gets it down. Down ball. Flynn,
wow.
Oh my goodness. Nearly destroyed Sheridan Detman, not sure how she's still standing. And Watley goes right back at her. Dig now for the Tigers. Watley blocked, kept alive, and 4 called on the Tigers.
That was a solid rally. That was fun to watch.
Wow. Sheridan Detman.
Phenomenal dig. Great swing, phenomenal dig.
We've got a replay here. Flynn, goodness. And what a great job there by Pennekamp there to pick it up after the initial dig, too, diving on the floor.
She blocked it, and then she turned around and took off running and saved it. That was impressive.
Detman, though, maybe a little taken out of her.
Yeah.
Can't get it over the net. I mean, I can't imagine being able to stand up after that, much less serve.
Oh.
Watley to Leak, Nelson, Lewandowski, point, Blue Golds. Kelly Page coming in for Barrett. We saw Page do well on the serve earlier. Eau-Claire up 8-7 now. Thornton, this time, Pennekamp saves it again. This time, Flynn is going to say, what is going on?
That was a wild swing.
I'm in awe. I
Yeah,
cannot
me too.
believe
I don't
these
have
digs,
words.
honestly. I thought for sure those 2 swings were going to be kills.
Flynn with a hammer of an arm. Setter dump. Tight. Trinity doesn't quite win that joust.
Substitutions on the way. Mackenzie Hauser in, Jordan Witzel in for Eau-Claire. Hauser, the other Division I transfer from Southern Illinois University. She powers it over. Herrera, Logan, right to Detman. Great dig by Watley. Herrera, Logan again.
Off the block.
Logan gets the tool. Amarino and Willie back in for Flynn and Herrera.
Looks like number 2, Charlie Nelson, is live.
Amarino chases that. Kern, Willie, just a little strong.
Good idea to go back to that deep corner, though. That is incredibly difficult to defend.
Hannah Flotmeyer back in for the Blue Golds. Lewandowski back to serve. Willie, Amarino, Maddie Fate, out.
It's awesome that we're setting our middles this much and getting them established, because they have to respect that she's going up whether she swings in or not, which opens things up tremendously for our pins.
That time Trinity went outside. Mackenzie Logan swinging in the net. So Eau-Claire has their biggest lead of the match, 3 points here in set number 2. Real floater. There's the middle, and there's Fate.
Smart tip after she has just nailed every ball set to her. I certainly wouldn't have seen it coming.
Rodriguez back in to serve. Witzel comes across the middle, and Maddie Fate follows up a kill with a block. Deep serve, Rodriguez.
Great pass.
Kern can't quite dig that one out. Flotmeyer on the slide out of the middle to the right. Another tip, another kill. Maddie Fate showing she doesn't just have the power, she has the grace.
And kudos to Marissa for running that from the 10-foot line. It's really something special when your setter has such good range with your middle. And that was perfect. Big swing, push through the block.
That's Barrett on the outside. And in come 2 freshmen, Avery Pennekamp, Bailey Leak. The 2 freshmen we've seen the most from the Blue Golds this weekend. Trinity 12, Wisconsin Eau-Claire 14, and make it 15. Ace for Bailey Leak.
Coach Jenkins making some adjustments in the serve receive.
Leak has shown real poise this weekend as a freshman. This time a little too much on it. Herrera, Flynn back in.
I feel so safe when Herrera is serving. Just makes us feel good. She typically does go on some runs, Brian and I have noticed.
Pennecamp's tip rejected. Watley touched at the net off the hit. Pennecamp dug by Rodriguez. Herrera. Watley brings it home.
Brett doing a great job at holding them. When you establish the middle so early in the game, the middle has to stay on the middle, and it gives you that much less time to get out on that pin. So kudos to Brett for holding that block.
Point Trinity. Wisconsin called going over on that attack, and we're all tied up at 15. And an interesting substitution coming here for the Blue Gold, someone we have not seen all tournament long. Marion Saunders, a senior from St. Michael, Minnesota. Getting some action in quite a moment, I'd say. Flotmeyer meets
Great defense
Herrera.
by Trinity.
Flynn again dug. And here comes Saunders. Kern gets there.
What a rally.
Yes, ma'am. Brett Thornton. Out of the middle, a long rally, and Brett Thornton wraps it up.
This is quite the middles game. I know I keep saying it, but on both sides, they're establishing their middles, which means that the passing has to be good.
That's way over the line. Flotmeyer, too much sauce on that one. Trinity up 17-15, a 4-0 run, and that's gonna call timeout Kim Woody. Blue Golds need to talk it over as the Tigers have stormed all the way back down 3. Now they're up 2. In an instant, like we've talked about so much, you turn around and the Tigers take a lead.
Right, and is it just me or does this game feel like it's just going too fast?
It is definitely going too fast.
We've been looking forward to it for so long, and now we're already getting into the end of the second set.
It's wild. It's really crazy how much time flies when you're having fun,
yeah,
right? That's the saying.
Right.
And we are having an absolute blast. We hope it goes by fast, too, though, in the sense of we don't want to go to 5 sets. Now that Trinity won the first, let's get it done in 3. Keep that perfect record alive for the Tigers, but we shall see. The energy in Calgard Gym is phenomenal. Got Bad Bunny playing on the PA. Bad Bunny's in town this week, a concert on Wednesday at the Alamo Dome.
I did see that.
But I think there's more energy in here.
No, absolutely right. They're looking to replicate this energy.
He wishes he had the energy of Calgard Gym on a Saturday night. But it is worth mentioning, and you experience this, and I called the games in the atmosphere, no fans in the stands during COVID. Last year, masks still required, and to now be past that point and to have everybody back, just a delightful sight.
It is. I'm loving it. Back to normal. For a second there, it seemed like we'd never get there. Great pass out of the timeout.
Kill for Saunders there. Tremendous length there on the right side, 5'11". That's the tallest player on this team other than the incoming freshman Abigail Werland, who we have not seen. That's going to be out on the serve, though, so Blue Golds can't build any momentum out of the timeout, at least immediately.
I mean, you really got to take care of the serve in the latter half of the game. Serve and pass game.
Great touch on the block there. Tigers get a shot. Flynn. Did that land out? Yes, it did. Point Trinity. Everyone stopped to stare at the official, and she pointed in the direction of Trinity. Great touch for Sarah Flynn.
Oh, That replay looked a little close.
Lewandowski that time making sure there's no question. Brings Eau-Claire back to within 2. In comes Kelly Page to replace Saunders. Get some high fives as she goes down the line.
Logan, Watley, and Kern in serve receive. Running our middle.
Out. Pennekamp tried the line, but she can't find it on that last one in Trinity, the first to 20. The great Jade Schoenberger always saying break down the game into 5-point segments, and Trinity winning that battle so far.
That's absolutely right. Got our middle. Thornton back to serve. She's going to serve and run up to defend and left back.
Nice try on the block here, Logan, but couldn't land it in. So a little seesaw action between the Tigers and the Blue Golds. The lead remains at 2. Trinity hasn't been able to get it much larger than that. Eau-Claire at one point led by 3. Flynn. Logan.
Great sharp shot.
Blue Golds kept it going, but was going to say that one looked to touch some hardwood. Amarino, Flynn in. Means Marissa back to serve.
Great pass. Monster swing on the outside, number 13, Jordan Witzel.
Witzel has struggled today. That's just the 3rd kill on 11 swings. Her hitting percentage is in the negatives with 4 errors. But that time, getting the job done. Again, lead at 2 for Trinity, 21-19, set number 2. Tigers trying to get a 2-set advantage, while the Blue Golds trying to even things up. Nice idea. Logan mid-air adjustment to go off speed. She just couldn't get it over the top.
Right. You know, for the Blue Golds graduating 7 seniors, you said, right? They look very comfortable out here. Looks like they didn't miss a beat.
They are no strangers to adversity, that is for sure. Amarino, fate. That one is sent all the way back. Biggest block we've seen for Eau-Claire, courtesy of Hannah Flottmeyer. And a timeout on the way from Julie Jenkins.
Well, you know, that's a good sign, because that means that these defenders, Blue Golds blockers, are coming in and they're covering Fate, which means they're going to have a tough time getting out to Trinity's pins. So this might be an opportunity for our outsides, our pin hitters, to just really light up a show.
So maybe the battle won, but the war is still...
Exactly, exactly.
Still up for grabs, absolutely. Eau-Claire, you said those 7 seniors, 6 freshmen, 2 transfers. But I talked to Coach Kim Moody ahead of this matchup, and I asked her, what is the motivation now that you're defending a title? And she said, oh, we're very intentional about not using the word defend, because that suggests that it's ours. And she said it is absolutely not our championship. It is a new season, a new year, and it is everybody's to go chase. And so she says that her team is chasing a championship, not defending one.
I love that.
So you see that mentality for sure.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Timeout wrapped up. Blue Golds on the court first. Coach Jenkins taking the full timeout with her squad. But they're now back out there. Willie, Logan, Fate, Marissa, Kern, and Reagan Watley. 21 all, set number 2. Momentum will be swung one way or the other. Who can get these final 4 points? Kern, nice pass. Amarino, Willie. That tip, Doug. Witzel, great touch on the block, gives the Tigers a shot. Willie with the kill.
Puts it down. See, opening things up for our pins.
If things are going to be open for Willie and Flynn, the Blue Golds are in some trouble. Sarah Williamy coming off career-high 16 kills yesterday against Barry. Ball rolls on the tape.
Madeline all over this live setter over here.
Watley pushes it, and it'll be a point, Trinity.
You can see Bucky over there stomping on the stands, getting the student section fired up.
Bucky Williamy, Sarah Williamy's father, and he'll be thrilled with this timeout. Got to keep making some noise in this gym. Trinity 23-21. We'll take a very quick break and be back on Tiger Network. Quick conversation for Kim Woody with her Blue Golds. Julie Jenkins drawing things up as well for the Tigers. Coach Jenkins telling us she is amazed with how much this team loves each other already. With 8 new freshmen on the team, seniors leaving, this team has gelled so well, and they're just so excited to play, and we see it on the court, all smiles. And a great dig by the first year, Amarino to Willie. Great opportunity coming. Willie.
Setter is down a little bit here. She's back up.
Dump, read well. Free ball. Amarino, Fate. That's in the stands, Maddie Fate. And there's Bucky.
A close-up. Wow. That was a great swing. And you know, when we were in our timeout, I was looking at the stats, and at the time, I'm sure a couple have been added in that last play, but the Tigers had 28 digs, and the Blue Golds had 25. And that's a defensive game. Like, this is an exciting game. There's hustle, there's grit. These girls are going for it. And that's, I don't know about you, but that is my favorite type of game to watch.
You have to love the intensity, the effort, the hustle, not giving up on any play. These are two of the best teams in the nation, and we are seeing it. Jenna Rodriguez with a chance to close it out. Fair warning, last 2 matches, Tiger fans. Maddie Fate has sealed set number 2, so be on the lookout.
Oh, she wanted it. And a dig by Maddie Fate. Out to Watley.
Great timing there from Flottmeyer.
That was great timing.
Outlasting the block in the middle. You'll get a look at the replay. Maddie Fate just early and gave Flottmeyer an open lane.
At the time, Flottmeyer was live. So when she jumped, I mean, it happens. You think that she might dump if she's jump setting. So Madeline was sealing that, and she knew exactly Madeline would jump with her. She set her middle, and there was no block.
Timeout on the way for Julie Jenkins and the Tigers as the Blue Golds have claimed the last 2 points. Trinity a 24-23 advantage. And so the Tigers need 1 more point to claim this second set. And the Blue Golds trying to force a timeout. But it is so impressive to see the performance on the outside by Reagan Watley so far. She leads the team in kills with 8 of them. and she is wearing that number 7 jersey, a first year on this roster from the Woodlands. And Coach Julie Jenkins heaping tremendous praise on her before this tournament. And we've seen it come to fruition. And she threw some comparisons out. She said it's not common to see a first-year play since Avery Tuggle on the outside. And Avery, what do you see from the first-year outside hitter?
I mean, she just looks so comfortable out there. I mean, there are a lot of times that you have a freshman come onto the court, and it's like deer in the headlights. Myself, probably guilty. But she just looks like she's been out here for months with the team. She's looking really good. I'm excited to see what she'll do in the next 4 years.
It is scary to think that she's just a first year here at Trinity.
I'm a little envious of these freshmen. I won't lie. And, you know, this is a great set. I mean, throughout the entirety of this tournament, Trinity's been playing close matches and playing them well, pulling them out. So hopefully we get another one here right now.
Charlie Nelson will be the one serving. Trinity 24, Eau-Claire 23, set 2. Great pass.
Reverse. Wow.
What a dig. Willie thought she had it.
I did too.
Amarino goes to Willie again. Off speed. Here we go. Fate gets it done again. Maddie Fate.
This is unreal.
We should just name the second set Maddie Madness. It is unreal that she comes through when it matters most. And the Trinity Tigers up 2-0 over the defending champion Blue Golds. Wow.
Wow. And these sets are going too quick for me. Too quick. It's a good thing, but I want to see some more volleyball.
We want to see a third set sweep,
yes,
Avery.
Yes, we do. I know. But I came down from Austin for this. So.
Are they making your trip worth it, would you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these Tiger fans, look at them. Bucky's leading cheers in the student section.
We've got an entire student section made up of just the baseball team. We had them behind the bench over there. They're moving to match where Trinity is going. Now they're going to the railing. It's just a phenomenal atmosphere. And all these teams that have participated in the tournament, we're really happy to come down to San Antonio regardless of the results, Eau-Claire included. And if you were like me, you were wondering, oh, where is Eau-Claire? Eau-Claire is in Wisconsin, of course, but they are near the border of Minnesota, 100 miles from St. Paul, so they're actually closer to Minnesota in St. Paul and Minneapolis than Milwaukee, the biggest city in Wisconsin. And again, Avery, you know, it wouldn't be a Tiger Network broadcast without some fun facts, right?
Yeah, right. Bring them on.
You might be wondering, what is a blue gold?
I am wondering.
I was wondering as well. A blue gold is Wisconsin Eau-Claire's mascot, but it's a mystery what it was. So I did some digging, and I found a lot more than I ever expected to find, to be completely honest with you. So the Eau-Claire Normal State School was founded in 1916, and they wore blue and gold. So a newspaper article in the 30s said, oh, the blue golds. That's where it first caught on. And the university just kept it, but no one knew what a blue gold was, and the student body kept voting on it. It seemed like every 5 or 10 years somebody would bring it up and say, we need a real mascot to fire the crowd up. We need pride, something to attach ourselves to. And the university said no. Finally, in the early 2000s, the student body did vote to add Blue the Blue Gold, a bird, a mythical bird creature.
Wow.
But the university doesn't recognize it as its official mascot. They do not recognize it, just the student body. And so I asked Coach Woody, what is a blue gold? And she's like, I knew the question was coming. And she said what her favorite answer was, as an alumni of Wisconsin Eau-Claire volleyball, she played there for 4 years, somebody would ask, what is a blue gold? And she would say, I am. And that was the tradition. I am a blue gold. And that means you are whatever you choose to be as an Eau-Claire Blue Gold. It's a liberal arts college. They encourage choosing your own path, finding your own path, and that's the explanation she gave me. So there you go, the Wisconsin Blue Golds, Eau-Claire Blue Golds.
That is
a lot more to it than you might imagine.
For sure.
Love myself some mascot history, so hope y'all enjoy some story time in between sets. because we've got a lot of action ahead and we don't want to distract from it.
Right.
So got to make sure you know fully who is playing for Tiger fans at home, and for Eau-Claire fans who are tuning in, we hope you enjoyed that as well. Trinity going with the lineup of Williamy, Thornton, Amarino, Watley, Fate, and Logan, with the libero Nadia Kern getting set to check in at the start. The hitting percentage remains high for the Tigers, 270. Meanwhile, for Eau-Claire, 143, so better than 000, but still not where they want it to be.
I wonder how they'll make adjustments on Maddie Fate, because she absolutely dominated set 2.
She seems to do that often, doesn't she? 7 kills. 7 of them in that second set.
From a middle is impressive. Very impressive.
Scramble to start things off. Nice job, Logan, getting it across.
Off the top, great dig by Nadia. Way to track it down, Marissa. Logan, not quite.
Eau-Claire takes the first point of the first set. Sheridan Detman back to serve.
Great pass by our freshman Watley.
Maddie Fate wanted a touch at the net. The official says no can do. 2-zip Wisconsin.
Last 2 swings from the Tigers have been just slightly long. They'll have to reel that in a little bit. But the serve receiving.
Ooh. Speaking of.
Yeah, there you go.
Letting an air fly by. Great communication. It helps to have a couple communication majors out there, Nadia and Marissa. That's what you go to school for.
Slide. Oh, calling a touch on our number 7, Reagan Watley.
Interesting there, Flottmeyer going on the slide and going down the line as well.
That's difficult. I mean, I'm not a middle, but I hear them say it's difficult.
Witzel blocked by Fate a little bit. So Kern out to Willie. Down ball. Fate right there, though.
Great coverage by Madeline Fate.
And a great block by Madeline Fate.
The Blue Gold's trying to run their middle from the 10-foot line. Display a little range, but not quite met by Madeline.
Tight pass coming. Nelson goes middle. That's long.
Touch. Interesting call.
Boy, that was delayed.
That was interesting call. Let's look at the replay. Oh, a little fast to tell.
We'll see if we can get a closer look. Here we go. Perfect angle. I don't know. I don't maybe see a finger move. I really can't tell. It's tough.
It is tough. I feel like it would have changed the direction of the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you never know. You have a couple just off the fingertips where you can't tell.
If we did have instant replay to where we'd go to a review for the officials, I don't think that'd be clear, convincing evidence to overturn it either way. So tough break for the Tigers, but they'll look to respond, and Amarino does.
He does. You know what they say, Brian. You know what they say. Ball don't lie.
Ball doesn't lie, and Amarino with my favorite play at the perfect time, the dump.
And I mean, nobody was prepared for that one. Look at them. Everyone on their heels, not ready to crash the floor.
Makes it look easy.
She does. She learned it from the Lexi Acevedo. I mean, Lexi is a dump queen. Now Marissa is taking it over.
The handing of that crown.
Right.
As I started to call volleyball with Jade Schoenberger, immediately fell in love with that play. And people would tell me, why are you freaking out so much when there is a dump? I'm like, are you kidding? Look at how fun it looks.
Not?
So silky smooth, especially with Acevedo and Amarino doing it. And Herrera mixes it in as well. Thornton, middle.
A triple block on Brett. Did you see that? The Blue Golds have put a triple block on our middles, which is fantastic news for our pins. That's music to their ears, music to mine for sure. They have both of their pins coming in to defend our middle, which means our middles have earned their respect. Makes life a little bit easier for a pin.
There we go.
Swing for Flynn.
You called it. Immediately off the triple block, Flynn comes in from the right side and gets it down. We're all evened up at 5-all. Period 3. Block and out. What a monster block for Mackenzie Logan on the outside.
Let's watch it again. Wow. That was great timing. Straight to the floor.
Another good touch on a block, Flynn. Now she'll get the kill. Attempt, won't get it down. Here she goes again, and she is not gonna miss twice.
2 back-to-back swings from Flynn, and Eau-Claire's middle is simply not getting out either time. They're staying with that middle, really opening things up for the pins. It's phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, the Sarahs are going to feast all night if they have a single block.
Absolutely.
And we talked a little bit about it yesterday on the broadcast. Sarah Williamy, Sarah Flynn, along with Emily Ellis, so close to not coming back for a 5th year.
Right.
They were not planning on it.
No, we had the whole senior party celebration going on, and they were going to be done, but honestly, I can't blame them. Shut down.
She is doing work out there with the block. And a timeout, Wisconsin Eau-Claire. Crowd can feel it. They want it. And they sure have to be glad that Sarah, Willie and Flynn decided to stay.
Absolutely.
They described it as being an instant when they lost to Calvin in the quarterfinals. They just felt it. They didn't think that was how their career would end.
Right.
And so they thought it over, they talked it over, and they decided together, you know what, we'll give it a go. We can push our graduation plans, and they're here, and we get to see them play volleyball one more season.
I think after we lost that match against Calvin, I could kind of tell. I could kind of feel it. They were unhappy with how it finished, and they were coming back for more, and that's exactly, they're making the most of it right now. Opening weekend, they are absolutely dominating.
And I think my favorite part of that whole story is just how awesome it was to hear that they wanted to come back, they wanted to play, but they would have never come back alone.
Right.
Emily wouldn't have come back without the Sarahs. The Sarahs certainly wouldn't have come back without Emily or each other. And so they made the decision based on the people more than the volleyball.
Right.
And so that's what brought them back. We have them here on campus, each of them pursuing their own degrees, spread out a little bit more now. And we have them dominating here at CalGuard. As we return from the timeout. Big swing that Kern can't get to.
Look at that hustle, though.
And love to see Kern encouraging that hustle after she got the initial dig. She says, go, 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 go get it.
And if you notice, all 6 players on the court ran through the back of the court.
Ariana Barrett back to serve. Normally Kelly Page comes in for that. Logan off speed, met by Barrett. Thornton tries to bring it home. Lewandowski meets resistance. Kern on her knees with the dig. Flynn dug by Barrett. Point to Trinity. the Blue Golds can't believe it. What'd you see there, Avery?
I saw, so number 2 setter Charlie Nelson is live at the moment. So she's currently functioning with 2 hitters in the front row. And what I saw there was the libero, if I'm not mistaken, set the ball in front of the 10-foot line. And when you have an attacker, and she's considered a front row attacker because she is blocking, she's on the front row, and she swung, and you're not allowed to have, that's called a back row attack. No, not back row attack.
That's called a fling
I'm
kill.
distracted. I can't talk and watch this game at the same time.
I don't blame you. There is so much to look at. The Tigers flying all over the court. Yet another long rally. And Flynn, after a little bit of a slow start, up to 8 kills on 13 attempts.
Great pass.
Watley dig. Herrera pushes it out, and Logan can't get it down the line. Point for Wisconsin.
Catches that antenna a little bit, getting a little excited. I mean, how can you not?
Trinity up 10-7, so they are the first to 10. Mackenzie Hauser will try to get things going behind the service line for Eau-Claire. Nice pass for Kern.
Yeah, against a great low serve across the net.
Double going to be called against the Tigers on that set. So the Blue Golds creep a little bit closer. Trinity still up 10-8.
Sarah Flynn back on serve receive. And a short ball. Meant to stir up some trouble, but wow! Look at this scrappy play. It's fun to watch.
That one goes against the Tigers, but you've got to respect the hustle. Looked 2 or 3 times to be completely dead for the Blue Golds. Look at this shot that Flynn had off the top of the tape. How in the world did they get to it? Not quite sure.
That's what I'm saying. The defensive play in this game is phenomenal. I mean, you know how they say defense wins games, and that's absolutely true. It is, I would say, serve and pass and how scrappy and willing you are to get on the floor for defense. And the Blue Golds are doing just that. The Tigers, as far as I've known them, have always done that.
And both teams with the same amount of digs, 39. Just goes to show how balanced it has been.
Right.
One big advantage, though, the blocking. Trinity, 8 blocks to Eau-Claire's 1. So the net play coming in huge for the Tigers. Flynn.
Wow.
Well, what can we say? Sarah Flynn, the super senior from Seattle, Washington.
That was a great swing. Picture perfect. Found that split and buried it.
Touch off that block and a point for Wisconsin. In comes Flopmeyer for Lewandowski. And Sheridan Detman back to serve. Trinity
Nelson.
up 11-10.
Yes, Charlie Nelson, setter for the Blue Golds, is still live.
So look out for any dumps possibly.
Yes.
Great push by Amarino to Logan. And that's out of the control of Barrett and down for a Trinity point. Amarino pushing that from well across the court.
Right.
To get it all the way outside.
And props to Mackenzie for taking care of that and showing nice control down the line.
Red flag up. It was a close one, but it will be a service error. So these teams trading blows so far in the third set. Trinity up 12-11. Pushed again, Watley. Right down the line.
Great delivery by Marissa.
And you could see a little bit of that again. Flopmeyer in the middle, just ever so slightly hesitating with Thornton in the middle, and she was late to the block. Collision here. Kern and Amarino can't get to it.
Difficult seam there. I say it every time, but that deep corner shot is difficult to defend.
Victoria Van Dan in to serve. Only the second time we've seen her in this match. The sophomore from Burlington, Wisconsin. Rodriguez, a tight pass. Amarino, Willie, rejected by Barrett.
A little bit of a tight pass. Marissa was able to kind of pull it out a little bit, but ultimately it just, there wasn't much Willie could do with it.
13 all. Double called on Amarino. We don't see it often, but you could hear it from the Eau-Claire bench. So the Blue Golds take a 1-point lead in the third. That sails out. Nadia Kern crouching to let it go by.
Right, you could hear her fellow teammates screaming out.
Flynn and Herrera back in, and here's our safety valve at the serve that you talked about, Trinity Herrera.
Consistent.
Massive dig, Rodriguez. Free ball now for Eau-Claire. Blocked by Watley and Thornton. Now Flynn and Thornton. Point Trinity.
There's our block.
Some serious game faces on these Tigers. Flynn and Thornton especially look like there is business to take care of. First to 15 are the Tigers. Tight pass, Nelson outside. Deep corner for the freshman, Bailey Leak.
That was a great set by Charlie Nelson and a great swing on there outside. Their middle held our middle this time.
Kern with the pass. Herrera behind her back. Watley, what a way to get it around. Great touch, Thornton. That flies over. I didn't see a touch.
I didn't either, but she certainly turned that and was going for the line, which is a pretty good shot to go for. It's just a little bit long.
Mackenzie Logan coming back in for Rodriguez. Close replay. Now we can say one's gone the Tigers' way, one's gone Eau-Claire's way, so it's only fair.
Uh-huh.
Down ball. Kern, Flynn, sent right back.
That is great coverage by Trinity.
Watley gives it her best shot.
You could just see Flynn say thank you to Trinity for covering that, that blocked ball. That's called taking care of your teammates right there.
Barrett to Logan. Herrera, Flynn. That one's not going to be blocked. That's a tool off of Bailey Leak. You're not going to block Sarah Flynn on consecutive points.
No, you're not.
Double digits now for Flynn, first to 10 in the kill category.
Solid swing. We got our middle there and left back. She was ready for it, though. Little platform angles, a little bit off. She was under it, though.
Love the willingness to do what it takes, but just a little too much on it. Tool off the block this time for Mackenzie Logan on the outside.
Big swing. And don't you just love all the smiles? In a tight game like this, they're loving every second of it. They embrace the adversity. They're calm, confident. I mean, Coach Jenkins has to be just so excited about this team.
Tough chance for Eau-Claire, and so tough that it is 4 touches on their side. Trinity breaking out a 2-point lead. Doesn't sound like a lot, but in this set it has been. It has been back and forth, neither team really extending anything. So can Trinity now go on a run with Amarino back to serve. Slide from Lewandowski, too much for Amarino.
Amarino was a little bit too far in that corner. A little bit too far in the seam. She needs to take a few steps, cover that sideline. Because it's true, they are going to want to go at our setter and make our libero dig. And ball in.
Didn't want to see the flag down.
Yeah, they love to raise our blood pressure, don't they?
Earlier today, Trinity down by as many as 7 in the third set to Transylvania, but they came back. Like you said, they like to make us sweat it out.
Yep.
Fate dug by Leak. Great block, Maddie Fate. That's down.
Wow, great block. That's exactly what you want to see entering into the 20s. The last 5 points of the game. Wow.
To block Witzel there on the right side for Trinity and get it down right on the line. First to 20. Slide again. Flopmeyer gets it down.
Slide down the line. Hard to execute, but she's done it a couple times now, hasn't she?
Yeah. Really liking the middle blocker coming into the right side on the slide. Rodriguez passes it to us.
They want us to play.
While we're ready, we'd rather leave it to the Tigers on the court.
Sure.
And after that last ace for the Blue Golds, it'll be a timeout for the Tigers. They are 5 points away from a sweep, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We wanted high energy. We have high energy, Avery.
We do. We got the wave going now.
A wave inside Calguard. I cannot say I've seen it.
Difficult serve receive. Willie said we're going to be all right. I'm going to control a swing to the corner. Oh.
I got my shot, Avery.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Did. Solid block effort. Just got it right in between our two blockers.
Watley gets it off the block. Chaos has to chase it down. Free ball coming. Kern. Amarino. Fate down the line.
Great swing. Nice hustle. Man, it's exciting to see a free ball coming Trinity's way because you just don't know what's going to be up their sleeve.
Trinity 21, Eau-Claire 22. Set number 3. Eau-Claire trying to push it to 4. Trinity trying to say, we've had enough. Nadia Kern waiting. Has to be the 5th or 6th time we've seen the wiping of the court on Wisconsin's side, but just a sign of how many bodies are flying all over.
Right. I mean, this game has been such a great defensive effort for both sides. How many digs are we at now?
Tigers up to 41 digs. Eau-Claire up to 44.
Wow.
Meanwhile, 39 kills for the Tigers. That's 13 per set. Pretty elite number. Coach Jenkins was flabbergasted at the 17 kills per set yesterday that the Tigers averaged against Barry, saying that 13, she used that number as a benchmark. That is the elite number.
Right. And we have our charts and stats and things from, she's been here for 38 years. She's got archives of stats that she looks at and compares season to season.
Yeah,
and I remember that being the number.
Yeah.
The number.
Right now, a delay on the court. Coach Jenkins not thrilled about it as Wisconsin is talking with the official. Charlie Nelson went over to the head ref, and now Kim Woody has the side judge going over to talk. Not quite sure what they're questioning. It was a pretty clean kill by Maddie Fate for all we could tell. Didn't see anything in the net. The Jeopardy music playing.
Right.
Trinity volleyball, the bench saying turn it up on the Jeopardy jingle. It's so loud in here, though, we can't hear what the officials are saying. Some of the matches earlier we could, but even though we're right here on the court, we cannot tell. But after all that, Nadia Kern, 21, Trinity, Eau-Claire 22. Great deep serve. Kern dives. Watley.
Big swing by Watley. That's a statement right there.
The first year from the Woodlands gets into double-digit kills with this massive kill. Bailey Lee couldn't handle it. 22-22 in set number 3 after Trinity pulled out the first 2. But these 3 points are going to be the hardest of the match.
For sure.
What do you see as the best opportunity to really clinch it?
I mean, what they've been doing, they've been playing tight games all tournament and not changing anything. Everybody just making sure they're playing within themselves, doing their job, taking care of what needs to be taken care of on their end, and staying calm, nobody getting frazzled and doing anything that they wouldn't normally do. They have it. They know how to play these tight games.
Tigers have 2 hitters in double-digit kills. Reagan Watley, the first year. Sarah Flynn, the super senior. Look at the range on this roster. The past, the present, and the future all here in Calgard Gym, and we're getting a front row seat to it.
And all of them getting a piece of the action, too. We have, someone from every grade on the floor, and they're all contributing in such a positive way. It's so fun to watch.
A real sight to see. Timeout comes to an end. The Blue Gold's on the court. Tigers break it out. Coach Jenkins happy with what she has drawn up. Nadia Kern, steady libero from El Paso, Texas. Big moment belongs to her.
Great pass, reversed, and they find a kill. No one on the Trinity court looking bothered. They say, I'll just get the next one.
Rodriguez couldn't handle it. But the next point approaches. Victoria Van Dan. Rodriguez, nice
Great
pass.
Monster swing by Willie. Returned with a free ball. What will they do with it? Back to Willie and off the block. Great swing, great set. Marissa getting everybody fired up as they enter the court. And she exits. Here we are. We have Trinity serving, feeling safe.
Trinity serving for Trinity, the hometown product, Clark High School. Slide, too much.
Oh, Coach Jenkins
Coach Jenkins nearly falling over on the sideline. She did fall back onto her seat.
Hey, she still got it. She was able to get
1,000 wins later, and they all mean this much to her. This crowd is on its feet. We'll let you soak it in. 1 point away. The block is down. And Trinity has taken down the defending national champions on their home court.
wow. Look at Coach Jenkins. She's
Watley.
fired up. What a block. Isn't it just perfect that it ended with a block?
Just enough on it, and it landed. That suspense, that moment, we will capture that forever.
Total team effort, too, is great to see.
A 3-set sweep of Wisconsin Eau-Claire. Trinity came into this season ranked number 5. They have taken down number 6. They have defeated number 1. When we wake up on Monday or Tuesday, I think we need to see the Tigers atop the poll. They thank their student section. What a scene.
Wow. Coach Jenkins looking very calm right now, but you know she is just exploding inside.
Coach Jenkins, Coach Maggie Linker, Coach Brad Bullock, all happy on the sideline. Avery, I know you're thrilled too.
I am.
We could not have asked for a better opening weekend. We could dream it, but now it's a reality.
Yes.
The Trinity Tigers going 4-0 in this Trinity National Invitational, a tournament that saw nonstop volleyball between 4 teams that made the NCAA tournament, 3 teams that made the quarterfinals, and Trinity said, "This is our house." There was one stat, Avery, that I was afraid to read from the beginning of this tournament. I said, there is no way I'm saying it until it is over.
What is it? Let's hear
With
it.
this victory, Trinity has won 40 consecutive matches here at CalGuard
Wow.
Gym. The last
That's a great
time they
stat.
lost was in 2018.
Wow.
It's been 4 years, and
You're
it is thanks
kidding.
to this crowd. I mean, how could you not win when you're in front of this
Yeah.
Tiger faithful?
Well, I'm glad you didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything until it was over.
Oh, I saw it.
And Coach Jenkins over to talk to us, and we are just all smiles here at Trinity. But it has been a fantastic tournament, and she's over here hugging her former player. But thank you so much to all our viewers for tuning in all weekend long, whether you were in Wisconsin or Kentucky or Texas or wherever you may be. Thank you so much for giving us your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, joined by some tremendous guests. Thank you, Avery. I hope you had fun.
Of course. I had a blast. This was just such a treat.
Such a treat indeed. That was how you described it at the beginning, and it's how we finished it. So thank you again to everyone involved. The control room, just fantastic work. Josh and Ryan, especially our producers. We were supposed to have 3 games happening at the same time here on campus. It has been a crazy rush to get this to happen, but we are happy to bring it to you, to everyone in the control room who worked, replay, stats, graphics, everything you can think of that allows you to have the broadcast that you have at home, and we are just really happy to bring it to you. So thank you to them, and thank you again, Avery. For all of those mentioned, I'm Brian Jenselson. Have a superb Saturday night.